Hey there guys, so in this video I'm going to be doing a review of this EST Genesis LED horn strobe. So yeah, this is basically like the LED version of the EST Genesis that they are making nowadays. But yeah, I mean I'm not sure exactly it's the same model, but yeah, here's a model. You can pause the video if you want to read it. So sorry, that's my cat Kalisa. But yeah, this is basically the LED version of the EST Genesis horn strobe, which this was from the Xenon version was from this trim plate right here, which it does fit on it pretty well. But for this one, it doesn't fit on it, unfortunately. So yeah, I mean, this would have looked like when it's on a trim plate, but it doesn't fit on it, unfortunately. So I don't know where I can get a trim plate for the LED version, but yeah. And you know, I do like them both. They're both pretty good, but to be honest, I do like the LED version better because not only because it's easier to take off the cover plate. Well, I mean, you would usually use a flathead screwdriver if it's on the wall, but I can just pull this down and this comes off easily. And whereas for this one, um, you have to use like a flathead screwdriver to use a flathead or a small screwdriver to pull it out, which I can kind of get this out for you guys. Which yeah, can be a pain in the butt to deal with. There we go. But yeah, here's the exposed horn and all that stuff, and I think I've learned that you never want to touch the um the capacitor for the strobe because it has a high electric shock. I'm not sure that's true or not, but I think that's what I've been told. But yeah, but here's the candela selection, which I have it set to 30 candela, and it's honestly kind of a bit of a pain to change candela. You can sometimes break it easily, so I keep it at 30. Whereas for this one right here, you can change the candela selection with just this switch right there, and it's much easier. Of course, it only has 3 selections, such as 15, 30, and 75, but that's totally fine. I usually like to keep it at 30 candela, in my opinion. That way, it's not too bright and not too dim. And usually I personally don't like to have strobes that are above 75 because to me, in my opinion, it's a bit too bright. So I like to keep it below 75, whether it's 30, 50. I mean, I know there's no such thing as 50 or 30 or 45 candela ratings, but I think there should be some at least. But yeah, and plus, another thing I like about this is that you can actually change the tones of it to continuous or code 3, whereas for the regular Xenon Genesis, I think there's we have to you cut like a jumper, which I'm not sure which one's the jumper, but in order to set your regular Xenon Genesis to continuous, you have to cut the jumper, and once it's done, it's permanently set to continuous, which means you can't change it back to code 3. So, but yeah, I'm gonna definitely keep it on code 3 because I personally like to have my file set to code 3 because that's what they usually are set to, and especially in public buildings and schools. I mean, there's some cases where they're set to continuous, but I personally like to have it on code 3 better because that's honestly my favorite. But I don't like the delayed version of code 3. I definitely don't like the delayed version because I think it just sounds kind of odd and stuff. But yeah, but you know what I'm talking about. And also, it does have the similar designs as the when you remove the cover plate on the LED, it does have these two holes right there to pry it open with, but I'm not going to do that. Plus also another disadvantage about having the removal holes, the pry holes, is that if it's way over the top, closer to the ceiling, it can be very hard and practically impossible. So I think that's nice that we can just remove it underneath it instead, for professionals. But yeah, so yeah, I definitely do like the LED version of the ESC Genesis better than the Xenon. Now, the Xenon does have the man running from the fire, whereas for this one it just only has the fire letting. But I guess that's fine. I mean, I don't know if they're gonna ever make it like that, but yeah. But they're still both great alarms. So, and I don't know if there's a way to change the volume on the regular Xenon, but I think it might be set to high volume because I noticed that it sounds a bit louder than the LED version. I'm not sure, but just let me know in the comments if there's a way you can like change it to low volume. But yeah, so yeah, so I guess I'll go ahead and do a little demonstration with the LED version. So yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm gonna test it on code 3 first, and then I'm gonna do it on continuous. So here we go. And it's on 30 Candela. So here we go. And also, before I set it to continuous, I do notice something is that, like when I look directly in front of the strobe like this, it's pretty bright. But when I look at from this view, it's a lot dimmer because I notice that there's like these little lines right here, so which show indicates that you'll see the brightness of the strobe. Whereas I look from this side, it's more dimmer. I'm not sure why, but I think it's kind of weird. But it still looks nice. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and set it to continuous now. So here we go. Oof. Yeah, I'm not a big fan on continuous, so because it's really obnoxious on a electronic horn on continuous. But I guess it has a purpose to let people to evacuate from a fire emergency. But yeah, I have it set to tempo 3 low volume now, so which I'm gonna keep it on. But yeah, it's still a pretty cool alarm. I do like it, so I'm gonna try to get another one like this one, another horn strobe. But I already have a remote strobe, and I don't know if they'll make a chime strobe or if they have. But yeah, but if there is a chime strobe like this, I definitely want to get a chime strobe. But of course, there is a Xenon chime strobe version, which I might get that as well. But yeah. But anyways, I do hope you guys enjoyed the video. So thank you all for watching.